Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Elements in Shadow with WhatTeamComp. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru, and it's been a while, a little bit of a while. Just we've had to deal with some allergies and sickness and such coming from fall. It's autumn, and it is kicking us, huh?
Why is my health so fucking low? What hit me?
Autumn.
Autumn.
What did hit you?
Uh,
Did you get into a fight with someone?
Oh,
Tracy?
Did you...
it might
Yeah.
be.
It might
It
be
might
Tracy.
be that I didn't. I might not have reset my health after the elemental fight because we hadn't had a long rest technically before then.
Yeah, you guys. To be
Or
fair,
after?
last session you guys definitely had a long rest.
Yeah.
We did?
Yes.
All my stuff is full.
Yeah, after the elemental fight, you guys were able to get a long rest, and you've had some time before Pharos went and spoke with his mentor.
I ain't fought nobody yet.
You haven't fought anyone yet, no.
God.
So, yeah, you.
Alright, it's been a while, so just in case. Nope. And it's gone.
So that being said, you guys did speak with, Pharos spoke with his mentor, who insisted that he was one of the people who he felt was best suited for going to find a temple that moves between countries. And when last looked up and looked after, it apparently is currently in Forfil, a country to the west of you. It's a bit of a journey, but your master said that he felt that you would be the one most necessary for this venture, despite Pharos being hesitant, would be the word I would use.
Confused.
Confused is
In
another one.
disagreement.
I disagree with
Same
that.
words.
Yeah. His master was not insistent, but he just was kind of nodding and was like, "I've made my decision." And Pharos was like, "I mean, you already made up your mind. I guess I'm going." So you guys are able to prepare. There's not any. How do I put this? There's not like an urgency to it, but obviously, speed is up to you. And if you're looking to go fast and get everything gathered together, just quickly run me by what it is that you guys would like to do or grab before you head out.
Probably get some rations.
Rash.
Mhm.
Rations is all I can think of.
Holy crap, my gold.
How much is rations again?
Rations are 5 silver for a day. Madrina was talking at the same time as me. A day.
One.
So
Okay,
that would
silver.
for a day's worth of rations, it is 5 silver.
Okay. Which is like, yeah, okay. Ration. Do. And is it, what, 10 silver, 2 gold?
Yes.
Okay.
For
So
what?
basically, like 20 days worth of ration will be 10 gold.
Yeah.
That's an example. Which, by the way, is exactly what I'm spending because I'm a lazy bitch.
Yeah, that sounds good. You said 20 ration for 10 gold? I'll go for that. Okay, I'm good. Was there anything else, though?
Can't think of any.
Oh? I forgot about that.
What have you found?
If I wanted to make some nice fucking meals,
You can cook.
I forgot I could cook! So... It says
I take rations and cook with that if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
It's
but
so-
what about, like, spices and stuff? Like, heavy spices.
She's gonna like search this fucking higher fucking monastery for like an endless bag of spices.
We ain't doing just pepper and salt, man. We doing more than that. We doing more spice. We doing good spice.
More spice, max spice.
Actually, let me actually look at something real quick.
Oh no!
I'm not sure what else would be good for cooking on the go, though. That's something I should probably research.
A
I'm gonna
fire.
I mean,
research that.
That's what I'm currently pulling up right
got-
now.
I've got plenty fire, Paris.
He
spit hot fire.
I was waiting for me. I was waiting on it.
Oh, you can count on me.
Ooh. Hmm.
That's a scary DM noise. That's a scary DM noise. I don't like that.
I like
Scary,
it.
scary DM noises to you. For Taru's actually got a good reason to be like, I like it. So this is something that is from Xanathars, and it's something that I don't see used too often. If you'd like, you can put this down in features and traits in case you want to do such. Because under cook utensils in Xanathars, this is something I will allow. There is a thing in it called prepare meals. As part of a short rest, you can prepare a tasty meal that helps your companions regain their strength. You and up to 5 creatures of your choice regain 1 extra hit point per hit die spent during a short rest, provided you have access to your cook's utensils and sufficient food.
Oh, that's neat.
It's only 1 extra hit point, but if you're needing to spend a lot of hit die, it gives you an extra hit point per hit die you have to spend. So it is 1 extra hit point, which is
And if you roll max, then that's fucking amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. Okay, I'm gonna look this up and write it down in my notes so I can remember next time. I don't know how soon we'll use it, but probably soon.
Well,
At
that
the
sound like
very
we're
least, it is
just
something
about to go
to.
on
Yeah, it is something that you can, Also, if you're wanting to know what it takes to create a typical versus a gourmet meal, I can let you know what the DC is, just so that when we roll it, you can already be aware.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
If you roll high enough, you can literally turn rations into a fucking gourmet meal, dude. Just-
Essentially, yeah. A typical meal is a DC 10, and a gourmet meal is DC 15.
Okay.
Remind me to do this with fucking Abigail. I completely forgot about that feature.
This has been something I've been meaning to do with one of my characters for a while, so, finally, I forgot I had that in there. I don't even know why I picked it or how I got it, but it's there.
I think it's from your background.
I think so.
Or maybe you were just looking at it and saying, I want to cook. I should be able to cook.
Is there anything that would help with that then? Like, if there's extra, I don't know, spices or something I could buy that would help with that?
I'd say that with the nature of the city, if you're going to get rations, there are a few places that would sell them. It depends a little bit also on what you're wanting to get, because there is something that does cost a bit more than normal spices, but it is also more, how do I say this bluntly?
Long-term useful?
Yes. Let me actually pull it up here.
Yeah, what could that be?
Is it
I'm
what I
try-
think it is?
Trying to think of how he would be, and he might go for that. So.
What do you think it is?
Wait, Guru.
Hmm?
I
To
don't
create
know
a meal, would that not let you get the short rest in?
No, you would still be getting it.
Okay.
Because honestly, in my head, cooking would be light activity.
Yeah. I'm waiting, Paris. What do you... what do
Is
you
it the
think?
fucking... Is it that, like, endless fucking sack of spices that we have in another campaign?
Howard's handy spice pouch.
Handy spice pouch?
Yep.
All
It's
the spices you want.
yeah. It is actually only 50 gold.
Hell yeah! I
I
got
imagine
money to
it's
buy.
pretty. It's pretty common around here. I assume.
Oh yeah, it's something that they can quickly enchant, and basically the belt pouch appears empty and has 10 charges. While holding the pouch, you can use an action to expend one of its charge, speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning, salt, pepper, saffron, cilantro, etc., and remove a pinch of the desired seasoning from the pouch. A pinch is enough to season a single meal. And the pouch regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn.
All homies know bacon bits are a season.
Mm-hmm. I allow it.
Yeah, I'll buy that. He's already.
better pour a
the moment
shit ton
he
of
finds
bacon.
out about that, he's gonna be like, yeah, he's gonna fucking do it. He got money. He got plenty of money. You said 50 gold?
50 gold.
Yeah, I can hella do that. I mean, he would be stocking up on this adventure. He's ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pinch of Tony Sasheries.
Alright. Got that down.
Parents, I appreciate you for being the only one that probably understood that damn joke.
What did you say it was called again?
A handy spite. Here, I'm gonna put it under your other resources.
Yeah, please, because even I'm sitting here looking at, like, listening to that name, like, what the
Thank God
fuck?
for other Nick. Else no one would have gotten that joke.
I'm just gonna put it as handy spice pouch.
Okay.
Total is only 10. That's your
Oh,
max. Yep. And you regain 1d6 plus 4 at dawn. So if you ever use more than a couple pinches, which, to be fair, if you're using more than 5 seasonings, then it's a pretty gourmet meal anyway. And you're still probably going to roll well enough to get most of those seasonings back at dawn. So,
But you want to know the best part? Dick's mom had planned to give me, like, just a fucking entire container's worth of that to bring back home.
nice.
You're like,
It's his requirement.
I mean, you're not wrong. So, so that's what Taru's getting. Anything else anyone else wants to do or get?
I already got my raid. What else I could... No! Ooh, excuse me. The reason that we're headed, is it warmer or colder? I just thought of that.
Colder.
Yeah, can I get a jacket, actually? Because I really don't want to fucking... Wait, no, never mind, I have Ring of Warmth.
I was about to say. You could do it for the fashion, but
Azar would not be thinking about that, and luckily he probably doesn't need one, so.
I imagine Fars's body temperature is probably fucking ridiculous, but he'll also get his winter clothes he has here.
Also, Don,
yep.
you say for the fashion? I'm walking around in what is essentially a crop top and, like, fucking ye old jeans. I don't think this one cares about fashion.
I know this one doesn't, but I don't know if her pilot thinks otherwise.
Pilot. I will, however, see if I can find a bookshop.
There are several of them.
Holy shit, to find several.
What?
I said holy shit, to find several.
Yes?
How many?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm asking.
Yes, there are several of them.
She wants an exact number.
Thank you.
What are you looking for? Might be the better question to ask, rather than trying to be like, how many of these things can I look through? What are you looking for?
Wildlife to the region. No, yeah, I said that right. Oh my god. Wildlife to the region I'm going to, and trash.
Roll 2 investigation checks.
Can I eat a toothpick?
I'll allow it. You can chew on it for advantage. I'd say you have to burn 2 of those, so mark
That's what
off
I
2.
figured.
Yeah.
Still got fucking over 90.
You rolled a 5 for your first roll on the other ones, and then I'd say that's a significant difference. You are able to find a few books, 2 from the shop where you're chewing on it, looking for stuff about Forfil. When you're later looking for stuff about trash, you're pretty sure you're in the wrong bookstore for it, or at the very least that these sort of places near a monastery might not have books that are trashy.
I don't know, they might have romance novels.
Well, yeah, but you said trash.
Dude, I just say trash because I feel fucking ashamed for enjoying romance novels.
No worries.
There's so much Harlequin romance that No, Taru, you and your
No.
K-dramas!
Look, I have read so much bullshit, like, trashy romance books, let me tell you, I have scraped the bottom of that barrel. Oh, there's some bad shit out there. Anyway.
Can I find a non-transy? Wow. Trashy romance. Someone has uninstalled English!
Me.
And I'm in the process of it getting reinstalled.
Roll another investigation check.
Also, I'm sorry, spell the region's name for me again, because I know you said I found 2 of them, but I can't remember how to spell it.
Let me double check to make sure I'm not misspelling my own region. I'm allowed to be worried.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Thank you. Because honestly, I forgot what you said, and my brain just said, just enter Farquaad, and I'm like, no. I swear, the devil in my head is just Haru wings. Also, I'm wasting another toothpick, if you'll allow it.
Go ahead. I'll make a con save, by the way.
Worth it!
You're feeling nauseous, and you will be poisoned.
I had 6 of these before.
Yeah.
Poison.
Yep.
What happened?
You're poisoned for the next hour.
Huh? What?
But that being said, this is after you have already found it. I know you've eaten 6 of these before. I'm aware.
I've eaten 6 of these, but it was the 7th that did her in.
A man got paralyzed after eating 413 chicken nuggets. We found the limit, guys!
There is a number that I roll on the side to see if it will cause you to make the con save. And again, this was after you had already done your investigation, so you find it, but you're feeling, again, that nauseous, weird... It makes your stomach feel bubbly, and just it's just a terrible, terrible feeling.
What is it that she was eating and trying
Those
to figure
fucking
out?
toothpicks that give advantage on investigation.
Oh my gosh, you were just chewing toothpicks for like 3 hours?
Kinda, yeah. Which, to be fair, they only last for a minute, so she was chewing on them in the bookstores, so she would like chewing on while she was looking through the books. So it's not like, hours worth, but that third one
Wait,
had
how much gold are each of these books? I completely forgot.
for these
Actually,
ones
wait, no,
because
you
the
never
fact
said.
no, I didn't. Because of the proximity to the monastery, and therefore to people who are very willing to put in time and effort to get paper and ink, they are only 10 gold apiece. And you are able to find one of the stores. Like, as you're going through it, you realize you might never leave this town if you ever decide to settle down, because this store is nothing but romance novels.
Nice.
I'm grabbing 5 to Ellie's taste. So I've wasted 50 gold. Oh well. I have gold to burn. I have 15, like, 100 gold. This is more money than this fucking bitch has ever probably seen, so she's very... She's very confused on what to do with it. I just hear tar. See what I mean? The devil is on my shoulder. And then there's the fucking devil on her shoulder.
I'm on everyone's shoulder.
Inventory in particular are the fucking is in my head. Alright, I'm good. I'm heading back.
Cool.
With just a bag of books, essentially. I have a shopping bag.
Essentially.
It's like a Barnes and Noble's bag.
Essentially.
Oh my god. So just imagine just come back to the fucking tavern just swinging 2 bags.
It's not Barnes and Noble, it's shelves and chivalrous.
I hate you.
No, it's sheds and chivalrous. That's even better.
There you go.
I like this.
It's actually called Fields and Workers.
Oh. uh-huh.
God.
Well, did we like agree on a time that we were all like gonna meet up or something?
I mean, we're all sleeping in the same tavern, so I just assume we just meet back up at the inn whenever we're done doing what we need to do.
Not like it stays on very long. He already pre-packed that one night.
I ain't got a lot to pack that isn't already in the cart. And I'm pretty sure no one would take any of Ellie's shit since it's not all that useful. The most expensive thing she has on her is the little robot and her sword, which were both in her room.
Did anyone else want to, buy or do anything?
That would be up to
Nah.
Peros and Elisha.
I believe Elisha just fucking left this plane of existence.
There we go.
She Bethesda clipped out of the world for a second.
Yo.
I have
Hi,
something
man.
I would like to purchase.
What would you like to purchase?
Going to jeweler.
Okay.
I would like to see their selection of pearls.
All right.
I forgot you took it back.
I gave it back.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
You're good
That-
at this. Don't sigh like
that
that.
is-
Gonna
So
roll
heartbroken.
physical dice,
I
not
know.
just because roll 20 dicked me over, but because I can't open it on my computer.
Oh no!
You
That'll
can't
stop
stop
the
me
thing.
because I can't read. I'll let you know what your modifier is if you don't remember.
I think it's a +5 or a +4. I'm not sure.
Knowing your ass, probably a fucking +5.
Oh wait, investigation. No, I'm proficient. That's like a +7.
Yes, correct. Exactly +7.
All right. That's not.
I swear
Ooh, it's a 22.
I swear to God, I just heard Adrian go, oh, ho, 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 ho. And
Oh.
all I could think was that,
Jotaro.
yeah, exactly that.
Oh, no, that was Savannah's boyfriend.
Even better.
He's also very loud.
Looking around and speaking with everyone in the area. Obviously, you're looking for something very specific. Luckily for you, this area does also have knowledge clerics. Knowledge clerics have access to identify, and so they actually have a stock of 100 gold pieces worth of pearls.
I just imagine
100 gold.
big ass shell.
Pieces worth pearls, yes.
Okay, I was like, am I just gonna get like
You can get
5 million tiny chunks of pearl?
no, it's a singular pearl that is worth up to 100 gold. Like they have it appraised, they have it polished, they have it they make sure that it is capable of being used as a focus for the spell. Like
Cool.
knowledge clerics double check these to make sure that they're worthy to be sold and bought by them.
That's fair. Give me 1 second, because there was something else I gave back because goody two shoes, but I don't remember what it is, so I gotta go.
I think it was a ruby.
Don't remind me, Paris. I wanna learn on my own.
It's like, I want the blow to come from my own knowledge. Stop. Oh, I will ask Elisha to come with me. Something else, 'cause I just thought of something. I'll strike myself down! Strike me down, and I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Right after I cry.
Right after I cry.
It was either a ruby or a diamond. I don't know why I just checked my spells like I needed to check to see how many I have when I'm not even playing a fucking spellcaster.
Hold on a
This is
second,
what
how many
happens.
spells do I have?
This
Wait.
is what happens when I play so many classes that fucking have spells. This is my first non-spell having class that I've played.
Isn't it amazing?
No, I'm lying. Rogue.
There you go. I mean, to be fair, you're going to multi-class anyway, so.
Yeah! Ironically, that Meg still has better charisma than the one in the fucking Dark Paths game. Ain't that a bitch? Then again, she also had the intimidation feat, so that's what improved it. Or menacing, excuse me.
Ugh.
So yeah, I will put that in your bag if you need it.
Thank you, yes, because I still can't open it for some reason. It's
Yeah.
being a dick.
Your computer just started up and it went, fuck you, I'm not getting online right now.
And I will mark off the 100
Tired.
gold for it.
Oh, fuck. So, for expediency's sake, let's just say I will purchase whatever it is that I need to buy that I gave back.
Once you figure out what it is,
Once
sure.
I figure out what it is.
Okay.
This is the last back, I'm ambushing her.
Okay. You are ambushed by a very, Ellie-shaped lady.
Ellie shaped!
Am I lifted?
More than likely.
You're either lifted or if she aims it wrong, you're on the ground.
Oh,
What do I roll? Yeah, what do I roll to see?
Roll for my demise, Guru.
roll a dexterity check.
Me?
No.
Sounds about right.
I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh dear.
Man, I'm
Man,
so
you.
sorry I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
You have a plus
My
5.
plus 5.
You're not. Wait, are you, how
I'm
are
not
you?
proficient in it, but I have ridiculous decks.
Yep. Let's
You
see.
roll like a 6. I'm gonna start calculating.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
You nat
I
20.
wish I rolled a 1.
You did roll a 6 then! Cause that's 1 plus 5!
Yeah. So
I'm dead.
you're not dead. However,
Next
you're
snap. Next snap. Next. Please tell me she fucking scorpions. There I go.
no. How do I put this delicately? You step out into a public area, turn, suddenly see Ellie clearly tripping over her own feet as she's trying to, get a hold of you.
Mhm.
You don't take damage when you impact the ground,
Mm-hmm.
but for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
there's just like a pause of silence as you hear a few. You're like, are they okay? As you are being smothered.
I came out to have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling so attacked right now.
Matt, your head's
You're-
between tits. You're still having a good time.
I mean, if these tits are the same density as bowling balls, I'm not sure exactly how good it is.
And they just kind of fell on your face.
Could bounce a nickel off them bitches.
You know what? You're right.
If this
The-
world had nickels.
You're right. You know what? You're right. These are big old titties. Let's roll some damage.
Yeah, sure, go on. Kill me, Don. Kill me with them. See what happens.
You take
See what character I bring in.
4 points of being crushed damage.
Nah, she takes 95. Look in the chat.
No,
You rolled a 1
you rolled a
4.
D100.
No, yeah, it was one S4. That's why
Yes.
it was
One S4.
Yeah.
One S100.
one S100. That's what I meant. Yeah. Then it became a 1D100, 95 damage. Don't
No,
roll.
you took 4. I rolled a D4. You
Whenever
weren't
I
taking
get on
fall
my
damage.
page.
You landed on a rock.
I already took care of your health.
Thanks.
So yes, you're able to get back up. Your head hurts a little bit, but
She will pick her up and hug her. We're going
Suddenly
somewhere cold.
sips coffee.
We're heading to somewhere cold, and this is not going to work, and I don't know what to wear, so I need your help, because you're an actual girl. Help me!
You see a range of emotions passing. It starts off with irritation at being almost crushed. And then it slides into confusion when you say cold. And you're just like, what the fuck? Okay, cool, whatever, why? And then you see like this glimmer of joy, and it just kind
The
of
anime, like, fucking spark line that
giant
goes to
ass
the air.
conflagration. She's like, yes, winter wear.
I love this.
And we can go find some winter stuff.
I realized something with absolute both horror and desire, Mab.
Hmm.
God, I wish Alash and Nightfire could meet, because these are two fucking, like, shadow/dark elf women that are obsessed with fashion. Oh god, it'd be like Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy fucking shopping through the mall with Batman's gold card. Oh no.
This is why you don't have. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Nope. Nope.
No, say it,
say it.
Garrett.
No.
Say it.
No.
Yeah.
Say it!
Oh
He
nope.
has, since he has a bat credit card, do you think he owns bat condoms? I mean, Robin had those bat lip condoms, if you remember that.
I do remember that. That was canon in that movie.
Yeah, he had bat lip
Yeah, like,
condoms.
Rubber
so he could
lips.
tongue fuck Poison Ivy, yeah.
Why?
He
Because
wanted
Poison
info.
Ivy spread poison through her kiss, like she put
I
on poison
know,
lipstick.
but still.
Yeah.
Because he thinks ahead, Paris.
There's prepared, and then there's Robin Y.
No, there's prepared and then there's Robin prepared.
She got like super pissed at him. She was like, "You," and just like flung him across the room.
I would be too. Shit. I'll try and find a shop.
Imagine
I'm not eating any more of those toothpicks. I'm sure I feel bad already.
Imagine getting big brained like that. Like, dear lord.
That's why Poison Ivy turned gay. Fine.
Couldn't she have just tried kissing him again after he took off the rubber lips? Like
You would think.
110%, but she was too pissed to think about it.
Yeah. That being said, we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
Go
Anyway.
on. Do I have to help this roll?
No,
for
I'd say that
investigation?
with this sort of area, you're able to eventually find some clothes that will fit and be usable with what you are
Mhm.
looking for.
Nice.
Make yourself look all stylish.
I have no idea what. She has no idea what stylish is, so this will be interesting.
That's up to you. Well, in this case, it's up to Matt.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, she just looking a lot. She like,
I look at her look at her coloration, and I look at her build, and I'm thinking, because Ellie's kind of pale.
no. The only reason that she looks pale in the icon is because my ass can find a tan, blue-haired woman.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
So
Give her a virgin. No.
They don't have those.
You're acting like Forrest couldn't make one.
He can make one, yes, but they don't exist in this town. And why would he, a monk, be making her this? I'm
Because
confused.
it's fashionable.
All
He
right.
wouldn't think of it sexually.
Yeah, you telling me virgin killer sweaters aren't fashionable?
I
Actually,
never
really
said
like
that.
how
I
they
just
look.
said that they're not in this area. You're thinking of something from a place that's more north.
I actually really like how they look. I just don't have the body for it. Oh lord. She's tan with blue hair though, no? I just can't find a tan icon with blue hair
You're
Yeah.
fine.
with broad shoulders.
Alright, so for that kind of coloration, and we're looking for like winter wear, I would say something more. Do you want contrast or complementary?
Are you asking this in or out of character?
I would ask this in character.
Her head tilts almost 90 degrees.
Do you want to match, or do you want what you wear to sort of stand out against your skin tones?
That matters?
It depends. If you want,
Contrast?
alright.
I will look for more like, kind of like silvery gray kind of stuff.
She looks so confused.
You're able to find some, and you're able to get it to let her look very nice in them.
I just imagine Lasha starts using like fucking fashion slang with Ellie, and eventually Ellie's just gonna like start digging a fucking hole. What are you doing? Just sticks head in hole because she doesn't understand what the fuck is going on. And she panicked.
Okay.
She looks very happy to be in new clothes. And she looks like she wants to hug you, but after the incident an hour ago, she's scared.
That's fair.
Lasha's is sitting here looking at her, don't you?
Fair, smart.
Okay. I found the other things that I got, so I'm gonna grab.
Don, check your DMs, by the way.
God damn it.
A diamond, roughly the same size as the one I found in the chest, and if I can find some ruby dust.
Okay. Any specific amount you're looking for?
As much as I would have had in the pouch, because I didn't use any.
Oh, that noise! What is that? Oh, he just saw what I posted. Okay.
Yes, I did just see. So you're looking how much worth of ruby dust?
I'm not sure how much it was worth, so I would try and gauge it based on how, like, hefty the pouch was.
Okay.
Tell me how much it is before I try and buy it, though.
Ruby dust.
Guru is about to break my entire bank.
Right. I was about to
Possibly.
say.
Okay. The fact that you're not giving me an amount that, like, of worth that you're looking
Guru.
for.
You were the one who gave me this ruby dust.
Oh, you. Okay, so hold on. Are you selling it or are you buying it?
He's trying to find another bag of it because he gave it back to Vela.
Away, man, I don't have it anymore.
He gave it back to Vela because that was what we found in Vela's hidden room,
Right.
along with the pearl and was it just the pearl and ruby dust? Or did we find a third thing?
Diamond.
Yeah.
That said, I wanted one roughly the same size.
Okay.
She gave all that back to Vela when we found her.
Person.
Okay, so you're looking for a diamond worth 50 gold pieces for
that's what I
chromatic
thought.
orb.
That's what I thought. Yeah, sure, man.
Alright, easy enough. Up. And ruby dust. The problem is, I think that actually might be a thing.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't remember what the ruby dust is for.
It's for a specific spell, but I don't remember what it is.
I don't either.
Do you want me to look it up?
Is it continual flame?
It might be
Is it?
continual
It
flame.
might be continual flame. I didn't think of that.
I'll look it up real quick. See if I can find something. Yeah, it's continual flame.
Boom!
That's what I was thinking too, but I'm like,
I'm so proud of myself. Don't even get me started.
yes.
Putting, almost 7,000 hours on roll.
I believe it.
Something out of it.
Bonus, check your hour count.
If you're looking to get like just a bag's worth, they do have one that's 3 pounds. That would be 300 gold.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Fucking
I'll put
3
down 300
pounds?
gold.
What the heck?
Wait, time out. Pause, everybody.
Hmm?
How big is this bag?
Right.
It can fit in the palm of your hand.
3 pounds of ruby dust.
Wait, hold on.
Can
Is that
fit in the palm of your hand?
Look.
I think it's 50 GP worth of ruby dust is what continual flame is.
Yeah. And this is 300 gold of ruby
Why?
dust. Because when you cast a spell, it uses the dust, so it gets
In this case,
used
yeah.
up.
Oh, does it? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it
But it's
consumes
continual,
it.
so it just
It
lasts.
sucks.
I mean, it needs it. Basically, it fuels the fire, and therefore it no longer needs fuel anymore. So you can literally light a helm on fire. It doesn't actually have heat, so you can just have fire crackling from the top of it and make it look really cool. So you just walk around with fire coming out of your head, and people are just like, "How is their head not on fire?" And you're just like,
Hellboy!
Yeah.
Make a
Yeah.
tiefling into Hellboy!
basically, yeah, you could do that.
Also, yeah, I put down 300 gold.
You're putting it down? Okay. So 300 GP ruby dust. So don't worry, I've got you covered on that.
Parrot's
Wait.
gonna hate me for what I'm about to do.
What?
Oh no.
I gotta get it back. I gotta get it back.
If you fucking sleight of hand me again, I swear to God!
I'm gonna reverse pick.
I'd argue you can't sleight of hand that much gold.
Yeah, not that much all at once.
If it's
gonna-
platinum, I could.
Oh my
you don't
God!
have you don't have 300
I can
platinum.
double check.
You
It
have
would just be
14
the-
platinum.
Ah, damn! I was like, I know I have some platinum.
I mean,
Oh,
to be
I
fair-
know. Yeah.
To be fair, Elisha's patience is from fucking doing that.
I just do it over the course of an afternoon.
So many sleight of hand.
I mean, to be fair, you only trance, so while she is asleep, you just
That's perfect.
She just wakes up slightly heavier, I swear to God. She'll find a way to make you keep it, whether that be by fucking putting it back on you while you were asleep or shoving it down your shirt.
You'd have to figure that out first.
She'll figure it out the next time she opens her bag.
Perhaps. No.
listen, ladies. You're all adorable.
I know I am. Well, I know his character is. I am not.
Also, were you buying any rations, Mad?
How many rations do I have, Guru?
5.
About 15. Don't be a pussy.
How long is the journey?
Specifically to the temple, approximately a month. The only reason why it's approximately is because they have the general location of this temple. As mentioned before, it does move, which makes it hard for them to be able to say, this is exactly where it is. So approximately a month to
I'll
get
buy
there.
10 more rations then. Excuse me.
If I have 15, I'll buy 10 rations.
You have 5.
You
I have
5.
5. I'll buy 15 rations.
You'll buy 15.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna hit a town at some point on the way down.
That is true, but just in case.
So 15, that's 7 gold. 8
I got rid of
gold,
300
and you get
gold and
5
lost
back.
10 pounds on my ass.
So 8 gold, cool. And you get an extra 5 silver.
Cool.
I got you marked down, man. Got you covered.
Thank you.
300 gold is almost 10 pounds? Christ.
Yeah.
No wonder I fucking have so much weight. I have over 1,000 gold.
You need stuff to spend it on. You guys, I give you these big cities to spend it on. You're like, I don't know what I'm looking for. And I'm just like, I know. But
okay,
yeah, gold.
to be fair, my character is a very simple character. So she's not gonna look for a lot.
Mm. Tell you what, let me voice of God here.
Voice of God, yeah.
I'm gonna put this in our voice chat text.
Mhm.
Just throwing that out there for you guys to consider.
Fair enough.
Oh, I always forget about that.
that those are a thing that you can look into.
I'm used to having
I
motion.
with my other 2 sessions in my other group, I stock up on potions like there's no tomorrow, but I
Like candy.
forget completely to do it in these.
I feel like it's because we typically have Oz who plays a cleric, so
Well, it's compulsive clerics.
but either Oz the cleric or me as a ranger, because I always have fucking cure wounds.
I'm trying to think if Azar would think about that though.
I mean, considering Elisha just took damage, I'm probably gonna end up looking for them anyway.
Oh, that's why I took that damage.
Until they leave.
I landed on you.
Until
don't
they
think
leave,
Azar
Ferris,
would
by the
make
way,
it
is just kind of roaming the fucking street
Okay.
aimlessly.
Mm-hmm. So while they're doing that, I'm just gonna give you just a quick little thing. A few kids that you've seen around town kind of run up and like just kind of casually chat with you, just like, hey, hey, you're back. Are you leaving again? Are you gonna be around a long time this time? Just kids being kids. When you kind of let it, just shoo them off, eventually they kind of get going and go run off and play again.
I'll stock up on healer's kit.
Okay.
I'll just buy another one.
Okay.
So I'll up myself to 23.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea how much of my fucking money goes into healers?
Enough.
A lot.
Probably not enough.
I mean, they heal more than healing potions, man.
They really do.
The healer feat is so freaking useful.
Still laughing that my fucking robot almost got mugged. And then proceeded to take out the mugger!
You see the
He
little Modron
definitely-
like holds up a hand and gives like a little circular wave, just
He has a spear, by the way.
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna regret this.
holds up the spear, shakes it, puts it down, looks at the spear, looks back at you, waves again.
I'm steadily being taken to the Shy Guys from fucking Yoshi's Story. Or not Yoshi's Story, Yoshi's Island.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking ones that just sit in the corner and go whoop 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 whoop, fucking shaking their spears.
I mean, to be fair,
Forrest,
go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Good,
I was
sorry.
gonna say Forrest does say goodbye to his friend before he leaves.
Forrest has to make the same kind of exit he made last time from, trying to, like, take it, you! No! I'll buy it later!
Just fades into the bush
Yeah,
like
he-
Homer
he-
Simpson.
He takes the money. He's not gonna fight it today. He
Alright.
doesn't have the strength. Not today.
I don't have the mental
Alright.
force.
He's exhausted.
You take the money, and because you accept it, you see that Trish kind of like when you finally accept it, she kind of like stares at you for a
Tracy.
second. Tracy, thank you, fucking damn it! I had it even
Gotcha.
pulled up.
Got your ass.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. You have a lot of different characters who all have the same starting syllables and
You know
such.
on purpose,
Oh
you
no,
know that, right?
that was it was the same starting syllable and at the same rate.
Yes. Why? Yeah. You guys wonder why I have issues with this sometimes. Yes, Tracy.
Oh no, I did that on purpose.
Oh,
Guru.
you son of! I'm going to
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
She just kind of looks at you when you finally accept it, and it's the strangest thing for you because this is not how she normally acts. Like she's normally like boisterous stuff. She gives you a very, very gentle hug, and you just kind of hear her just kind of like, "Thank you," and then she kind of
Do I-
like slowly pushes you away, just like kind of like, "Tell no one."
Do I have to spend this on one of those items
Uh,
now?
No, you can hold on to it and spend it when you get back. That's completely up to you. It's money you earned.
What do you want me to do with it?
Spend it as you see fit.
I slap her. Mm-mm.
Mm,
It's not a hard slap. It's like a nice pat on the face.
it's a jolt
it's a
awake
far
kind of.
smack.
Yeah, it's a jolt awake sort of smack.
Next time it will be a radiant beam.
And about to
Ever been-
Kamehameha surrender.
Ever-
Ever
about to
been
s-
backhanded with radiance before?
She's about to smite
Yes,
your ass.
yes, I have. Have you?
Yes. Now, what do you want me to do with it?
Wait, me and Elisha to just see like a beam of holiness come down from the sky.
Ah, Forrest must be saying goodbye.
I'd say get something that you feel will help you most.
Okay, I'll go. Forrest just like pops her nose and will walk away. He poops the snoot and he'll walk over to John Boy.
Amazing.
After like 3 seconds of you walking away, you hear Shit.
Swear to God, I thought I
Mr.
was gonna-
Short and Beautiful, where are you?
You see him pop up from behind a table. Right here, Mr. Tall and Handsome. What are you doing?
Okay, I accepted Tracy's money.
Oh, you getting something?
What do you have exactly? Do you have anything other than weapons? That's just what I'll ask.
Anything specific you're looking for?
Say that again?
Anything specific?
No.
All right, let me see if I can. He kind of goes into the back, pokes his head out. How much she give you? That much? Okay. Go poke his head back in.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
How much was
Manage!
I given, by the way?
You were given a bag. You
What
didn't
did I
actually
do?
look into it.
Oh, yeah, you probably wouldn't have, being fair.
Yeah.
What pair?
Yes, Paris.
Oh no, I was just calling Butters because he hadn't responded. I didn't know if I could.
No, I imagine he was just like staring at him like, I don't actually know how much is in the bag. And I'm not opening it to find out.
I'll just toss it to him.
He catches it, opens it up.
I was honestly thinking that you were going to have him go like flying back.
He's strong enough to catch this much weight. It's not like it's terrible, per se.
His feet drag on the floor for 3 inches.
An
He's
inch.
small and sexy, okay? Don't come after General.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got stuff working for him.
You see his fingers like scatter through the money for a second before he pulls out his fingers and snaps. I think I got something you might like. Goes inside. You hear some motioning around until he comes out with a box.
That is a box.
Well, it's what's inside the box, obviously. You see he gets up on a little like step ladder thing, and so where he's like, at a high enough level, he can put it on a table for you to open. Slides it over the table to you. Go
I
on.
will open it.
Inside of this is very sun motif, very Lathander. Designs where there's two big radiant suns with like bursts of sunlight going around them. Pair of bracers.
Thank the Lord. Thank Lathander. And he just picks them up. He's like, no offense, but the things Tracy designed, got me too. Tracy designed. Oh Lord.
She has her mind set on something, but these ones I wasn't able to actually get you bracers of defense, but these are a little bit special because they were made by clerics of Lathander. He rubs his hands together slowly. So have you ever seen a cleric of Lathander do the the thing? He like makes like a popping motion.
No.
They can make light pop in front of people's faces.
I'll pull out a coin, put it real close to his face, and cast light on.
Jeez, yeah, like that, but faster.
Okay.
With these, if you smack them together, you can do the same thing. That's only about 30 feet out and whatnot, but I mean that's still good enough that if you're you see someone a friend who's in trouble, you can actually smack them together and blind someone.
Can I tell my friends to look away?
Oh yeah. I mean, your friends are probably going to be smart enough that if they hear the click of it, they're going to be like, close their eyes real quick. Otherwise, that'd be bad.
Okay.
I love that you just blinded this bitch to a point.
Yes. If you want bracers of defense, unfortunately they're a bit more expensive. They take a lot longer to make, but
I don't really know what those are.
essentially they're fortified to make it so that your body, without armor, if you're wearing something over it, it's just your body underneath, and at that point it's just kind of aesthetic. These you can wear with pretty much anything. I mean, to be fair, he kind of motions to all of you like you're able to do pretty good with what you got. But these, I mean, they're a special little thing I had worked up. I figured you might like them.
I don't know.
And don't worry,
He feels a lot.
What?
He's a lot less hesitant now that it's not
A weapon.
terrifying aesthetic to it.
It's just like all of these things dangerous. He's looking at this just like, looks at Lathander bracers. Oh, Lathander be praised.
Pretty much, dude.
Yep.
What's the insides of them look like?
Opening them up, they are a very, very soft. I'm trying to think about it. It's cotton. Makes it so when you put it on, there's like a kind of almost a felt feeling to them. That when you wrap them around your wrist, they're just very soft. They don't move around too much. Very comfy.
Thank you, bud. I give him a hug.
He hugs you back.
Now, I forgot to need to do something quickly.
Yeah?
But I will try to bring back another gift from whatever I go on.
I look forward to hearing your adventures too.
And he uses his stupid monk speed to run back to Tracy.
All right.
I need a haircut. His burnt side's getting a little long.
She looks at you, nods slowly, cracks her knuckles. Get in the chair.
God.
Don't actually cut my longer side. I
No,
want to
no.
see what happens if it gets long.
I know. She like shakes her arms and is like, "All right, here." Pulls out a pair of scissors and a knife, and she gets the burnt side to be shortened as far as you would desire, and she leaves the long side alone. She does kind of clip the edges just to straighten out any like split hairs and stuff like that, just to
I
even
just
things
request she doesn't make it totally horizontal so I don't look like a kid.
No, she's actually pretty good at that. No, she doesn't make you look like a Karen, actually. Advantage. That's not terrible. I mean, you don't look bad. DC wasn't super high. Granted, you don't look like, super, amazing haircut. It's very simple. DC was only 10, and thankfully she got exactly a 10 with advantage.
Oh my god.
Her second roll was a 3.
Yikes.
Now I will be leaving, hopefully, I think.
Good. You look
One
good.
last thing I need to buy. Thank you.
Go get your stuff ready. And hey, you better come back safe, or I'll come kick your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and what's the last thing
And
you
he
get?
just goes by. He
Oh,
goes
yeah.
by like either some pieces of satin or silk, whichever one he can find.
Mm-hmm. You can
I think
buy
you
either
find
or.
both.
Yeah. With your rep, let me actually pull this up here because I actually have at least one of those prices. How much are you looking to get?
Huh?
How much are you looking to get?
I'd say about 3 feet.
3 feet. Not canvas, not cotton. Let's see. Silk. Just yards worth of silk,
Yeah.
10 gold.
Okay. I have enough. And basically, I'll just rework the insides of the gauntlets so that sweat doesn't get trapped into the cushion.
Oh yeah.
Because as soon as I heard cotton, I'm like, oh, sweat's gonna get trapped in there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be not great.
Yeah, in his defense, they were originally made for clerics and not made with the idea of someone punching people in mind. So yeah.
Hey man, clerics get
Falcon
sweaty.
punch.
They gotta
I'm
be
not saying that
working
they get
on-
sweaty, it's just that it was made with the idea of someone who was in the back lines healing people and casting, that light, the warding light.
Y'all know the nervous sweat you get when you're trying to make sure that none of your stupid ass party members die. Like, oh, son of a gun. What's he doing now?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Put
This-
down the
I
fucking
dare say
ostrich.
they put on as much sweat, if not more so, than the frontliners.
Stress. Sheer stress.
But yes, you're able to. That's not even going to need a check to do that. You're able to do that within a short rest. You've got it perfectly set up for your needs.
That
Okay.
gave me a horrible thought. Every fucking cleric is prescribed medication so they don't have heart attacks from dealing with their team.
Yeah, that's about right.
See, Forrest will eventually catch up with you guys again.
All right.
Potions!
All right. What kind of potions are you looking to buy?
I mean, in character I know, or excuse me, out of character I know. In character I don't fucking know. Just knows that potions exist.
From what we know, just get some basic bitches, 50 GP a pop.
Basic bitch potion.
Doing stuff still.
Okay. How many potions are you looking to buy?
Buy 4 potions.
Okay. Easy enough. It's 200 gold.
Oh god, ow! I went from
Oh,
Discord to my Google Doc screen, so I went from just just dark gray to blinding white.
Why do you think I always have this with a dark background so you guys aren't looking at this glaring white? Also, you can change the background color of that so it's not glaring white at you.
Google Docs?
Yeah. Yes.
I kind of love how much of a poor bitch Forrest is 80% of the time.
Monks don't technically need a lot,
The
but
only
money is
reason
helpful.
The only reason that I have this much money is because I chopped off the fingers of a giant.
It helps when you sell the stuff that's gonna get you lots of money, yeah.
That's why I gave her expertise in survival.
I mean, also gave you the alarm spell, which has been helpful.
Yeah, the
Payment
giant eye was
failed, and
good.
I didn't try to buy shit within the past few days. Just happened.
PayPal is having a heart attack.
Oh no.
I will also try and find Bella once Elisha heads back to the tavern.
Okay. Who's
Who
taking
the
their
fuck
pills?
is eating fucking...
Don't mind me, okay? I got a headache.
No worries. I knew what was going on. I knew you were taking pills for something. Like, why are you doing that on mic?
I'm like, that either sounds like some fucking M&M's or medication. I'm not sure
I
which.
didn't mean for all the pillow.
It happens. No worries.
Oh no, I've done that with mom when helping her fucking do her meds too, and the immediate response is, "I'm trying to fucking help her not have pain, not kill her."
Mm-hmm. Not the same inn that you are in. She's in a different inn.
Why?
Bella.
You cut out for me. All I heard was the last.
Did you find her?
Uh-oh.
What?
You're still cutting out for me!
Why am I cutting out for you? Am I cutting out for anyone else?
You cut out for a minute there, yeah.
How about
Okay,
now?
You did
Yes,
a
that's
little
not
bit.
just
You
me.
sound now.
How about now?
You're
Yeah,
fine
you're
now.
fine.
You're fine
Am I
now.
good? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
What did you say?
I said Vela was in a different inn, but you knew where she was, so you're able to easily go and talk to her.
Walk. Try and sneak up on her. Try! By the way, this
Roll
is gonna fail
stealth.
miserably. Yeah, no problem.
She glances back at you.
Aw, man.
Oh, hey! Oh, I'm sorry. I'll pretend that I don't see you.
I will hug her.
She hugs you back.
I gotta leave.
Oh?
For us. Thing.
Paris has a thing? Oh.
One of the. I think it's. I've already forgotten. We're supposed to do something in. Borville, I think is the name of the place.
Oh, you're going across country. You see her kind of like look contemplative about that, just like,
Something on your mind.
My mind, always. Honey!
Yeah. Oh, huh?
You see her husband kind of poke his head up. Can you get the thing from my room, please? He kind of looks at her just like, he makes like a gesture of, which thing?
The hands out like, what the fuck are you talking about?
She's like, the one thing. He's like, kind of like makes like a eye roll, like, oh. He's like, holds his hand, like, yeah, I'll go get it. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I've been working on a few things and trying to. It's been a minute, hasn't it?
Bruh.
We've only been here for such a short time. We already have to go. And to Fortville of all places. I've heard it's very humid there. Be careful. careful of rain. Did you get anything like a poncho for if you're caught in a storm?
She'll hold out the jacket that Alasha helped her find.
That's better for cold. It's got. She kind of like grabs and kind of like. It's like a bit. It's got leather on it, so it's been treated to be more waterproof and prevent it from having it seep into the material. So it's good for what it needs. She gives like a reaffirmative, like just a nod of just like, okay, good, this will work. Just seems like just yesterday I was seeing you ride into town with a ogre falling behind you as you were.
You're doing it again!
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay, you're fine now. It was weird.
I think it's my headset. My headset's being just a little wimp. What? Can you hear me now?
No,
Yeah, you're
I can
fine.
hear you. I was saying no at the headset.
Oh, okay. She said, last time I saw you, I feel like it was just yesterday when you were riding into town, an ogre trailing behind you as you went to fight giants.
Oh yeah, Bumble. I hope he's doing.
I hope so too. I haven't had much contact with the city or people of that area. I imagine if he's doing as well as he was before, maybe better. Hopefully better. He was kind for an ogre, which is,
I think it's because our first reaction was to try and attack him.
Some ogres have had it, raised into them that they need to attack others, and some develop a taste for humanoid flesh. It's the way people raise their children can really impact the way that they interact with others, can't it?
Just kind of shrug.
Made me into a woman who scrutinized everything and got where I am today, I suppose. But
to be fair, one of my friends doesn't have parents. She turned out fine.
she like stares at you for a moment, holds up a finger, slowly puts it down, just like,
We're tribal. We're a wandering tribe. People die. Not a shrugs.
I get that. Just I can't imagine. I can empathize, I suppose, but I guess.
On the bright side, she lives with me and my sister. Well, technically, I guess you could say the entire tribe raised her, quote unquote, if that makes sense.
It does make sense, yes. I hear a little as you see her husband come downstairs, and he walks over and he just unceremoniously just holds out a wand to you, just like, here. Like motions for you to take it.
Paris?
Oh no, did we lose Paris? Did we lose me?
No.
Okay, good.
We
We
hear
didn't lose
you.
me.
Yeah.
Did we lose Paris? Did she mute herself?
Everything cut out,
Okay.
and then, I couldn't be heard. It's like Discord had a heart palpitation.
Please
Also,
no.
by the way, I looked up the husband's name because I couldn't quite remember it. Don, you renamed him.
Did I accidentally?
His original name was Worrell.
Oh, it was Worrell. I thought that was, like, when I looked at that, I was just like, that can't be right. That must be the name of a different towns. Gosh dang it, I am a dumbass. I'm sorry.
His name is Gilther now. Fuck it.
Oh, well, alright, I'll put that back in my notes.
Guys, his name is
Sorry.
Gilther Worrell. Don't make that complicated.
There you go. There you go.
It's spelled W-O-R-L in my notes, just saying.
Oh, it was spelled W-A-A-R-L for me.
Fine, do it that way.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, he comes down the stairs and he's holding out a wand to you.
I don't do magic.
He like motions you, just like, just take it.
She'll like hesitantly take it and kind of look it over.
It's not for you. It's for any of the magic folk you have. I know you got friends and such. If any of them can figure out what this does, they might find themselves having a good time with it.
I'll give it to Alasha. She's smart. She'll probably figure it out.
Atta girl. Kind of pat your arm. Hey, you keep up on the forging. I expect to hear good things from you eventually.
He didn't actually help me with this. I just realized, didn't he?
With what?
The sword that I made.
I mean, did you ask him to help you with it?
I don't think so. It was Vela, the dwarves that were at the forge, myself, and Alasha. So I don't think he knows. So I'll pull it out and show it to him.
He like stares at it for a second, just like, alright.
Whip it out.
Stop it. I made a new sword. By the way.
Ooh, we got a really good roll. He takes a look at it. Good craftsmanship. It's like just a notch off on the weight. Grip's a little bit. Doesn't feel quite as comfy as I would like, but then again, for your hands, I'm sure it's just fine.
It's also magic.
Fancy that. Kind of looks over to Bella, who's just like, she looks embarrassed, just like, whoops, I meant to grab him and I forgot. Oh no. I'm gonna get yelled at.
I mean, she wasn't the only one who helped me. My friend helped me too.
What's it do?
Well, one, it does something that I can do, but, without me having to do it by pushing people away. And second, she'll, like, tap him and shock him. It does that!
Shocking. A good weapon, nonetheless. I'm sure you're proud of yourself.
I figured him being a blacksmith, he could take, like, a fucking, 1 or 2 points of shock damage.
Yeah, he's able to take... He definitely, like, his hair kind of, like, fuzzes a bit at it.
She'll point at his head.
He slowly reaches up a hand, just pats it back down. Keep that in mind. Just,
We'll pull him into a hug. I'll miss you too.
hugs you back. Just, you take care of yourself.
Before I leave, she'll turn to Bella. I have something you might actually enjoy.
That being?
That you have to be careful because they are actually potential to fire back. I don't know quite how to phrase that. I'll give her 10 of those toothpicks. They help you concentrate. It's a little better. Oh no, I have no noise.
What?
Okay, it's mad. Okay.
What?
Can you hear me? Don?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can
Did
hear you,
what
yes.
Did you hear what I said then?
Repeat it. Because now it's gone completely out of my mind.
I gave her 10 of the toothpicks that I have, like
You're welcome.
the ones Wolf gave
Go
to
ahead.
me. They'll help you concentrate more. Just be careful, because they can make you sick.
Okay. She, like, looks at him and kind of, like, nods, puts him into a little bundle.
Someone named Wolf gave me a lot of, and they're very helpful for me, since, like, to have issues concentrating in the first place.
I'll make sure to keep that in mind. Thank you.
I'll try and hurry back, and she'll hug them both before she starts heading to the doorway.
Okay.
Once she gets back to the inn, she will find Alasha, and this time, carefully, pick her up.
Azar.
Hi, Azar.
He waves.
This just happens sometimes.
Bella gave me... Well, excuse me. Gilthar... Bella told Gilthar to get something to give to me to give to you, and she'll hold the wand up to her.
I will take the wand. Do I recognize a girl?
No.
Can I try and ascertain what this is?
While you figure that out, I gotta be right back real quick.
Cool. I will
Fill me in on what it
cast Identify because I have a pearl again. Hell yeah.
Alright. With Identify, as you are looking it over, I'm going to give you the deets in just a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a sneeze. Excuse me, I wasn't able to make myself inside. I'm sorry. Six. I'm going to give this to you because you would find that out based off of looking it over during your inspection.
Guru, can you also give me my magic item does?
Yes, I'll give that to you in just a moment. Do I have a thing
Thank
for...
you.
Yes, magic item identification. Alright. So, Mad, it is in magic item identification. Take a look. Lathander's spelled with an A, right? T-L-A-T-H?
Yeah.
Cool.
The Morning Lord.
It's with a Y. It's a Lythander.
Don't you lie to me.
Never disrespect my god ever again, God.
Oh, this should be fun. Oh, this will be fun. I can just do it, right? Like, I don't gotta use the material or the vocal or the somatic components, right? I just
It's a
do it.
somatic only.
Only somatic. Alright, I did.
That's what is part of that spell.
Alright, I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
I'm gonna double check to make sure I'm not talking out of my backside, but it should only be the one. Yes, it is just somatic,
Cool, nice.
which is basically you just flick it, and that's how it works. Basically, you're Wingardium Leviosaing without saying
Wish
anything.
and flick, motherfucker.
Basically.
Nice. Alright, good to know. Alright, it's a new day. I can prep my spells, that's right. Is it a new day?
Yes, it is a new day. And Ferris, yours is right there.
I never thought of using it like that before. That's interesting.
Ah, now I need to up that ability more. It's not a bad thing. Okay. Alright.
It's not broken to give it to someone else.
That was a reaction. Ha!
Which I believe is what it was for them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Yeah.
Guru.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a real question, might not be. go. Do I count as a creature within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay.
So if someone is attacking you, you can use that to do it for yourself, much like a light cleric could do it for themselves. Essentially, when you
Okay.
see a creature making an attack against you or someone within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to cause disadvantage
Guru,
on the attack. Yes.
you should reword this.
I will.
Because how it's worded, it's
I'm
saying
aware.
someone could be using a longbow from fucking 600 feet away and I could give them disadvantage.
Correct.
Because as long as the creature is being attacked.
Correct.
And I know that's not how you meant it.
No.
Or at least, yeah.
I'll pull up the actual wording of it just
Yeah.
for later.
It's fine. I just wanted to let you know.
Appreciate it.
Just fucking, it's like shining one of those laser pointers in someone's eye from really far. Just, what the fuck? What is happening?
Yep. Oh wait,
Kiss
no.
Divine Gluteus Maximus. Yep.
Okay, I remember now why these are for this. For the bracers, you do not count as a creature within 30 feet of you.
What?
You don't.
Yes, these bracers are used. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I don't have my notes open, and my brain just went completely flatline for a moment there. Ignore what I just said.
Okay.
Flatline, like the song by B.O.B. where he talks about how he's a flat earther. Good song.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I've never heard it.
You don't want to.
Thank you.
Jane Smith made a song saying, "I'm George Jefferson, the male Maleficent," which he's calling a guy who used to own a laundry detergent shop or laundry shop in a city, comparing him to Maleficent. He's so deep. He also said that he
I'm just
is
going
as,
to move past it, and let's
important
not.
to society
Let's
as Martin
just move past
Oh,
that,
dear.
because otherwise we're going to go on into a circular motion there.
Those two
There you go.
people annoy me a lot, but yes.
There you go. Worded better?
Let me open it up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I still had that. Guru, real quick.
Yes. Are you going to
There
ever
you
tell
go.
them what that wand does?
Maybe.
Never.
Also, it can
did
only-
I go with Ellie when she was selling her giant fingers?
Did you?
I honestly can't remember. Hang on, I have notes for this.
That's why you have notes, yes.
Dang right. This is the only campaign I keep like serious notes for.
My computer is making noises, and I'm just sitting here like, stop that.
Excuse you?
Don't think I did. No. Ah, well, that's cool. While we have like a bit of time, I just want to say I would like to sell my giant nail clipping.
You would like to sell that?
Yes, I would like
I'm
to sell
back.
that because it does me no good just keeping it on my person.
What'd I miss?
Selling
She.
my giant nail clipping.
There's not a lot of people here who seem to
Wait,
be.
why doesn't it do you any good?
Hmm?
Why doesn't it do you any good?
I can't make potions.
Get
That's true.
alchemist supplies and practice!
There's no one here that can really do anything with it, eh?
It's not that there's not people here who can do anything with it. They're just kind of like, that's a nail.
Hmm. If they're not impressed with my nail, I will take my pieces.
Make a persuasion check.
What was that? What was that wand,
Excuse
by the way?
That's a good question, Paris. Can I give myself guidance?
Don't think so.
I think
Wait, yes you can, because
You can,
Butters has done it with
yes.
bow.
Hell yeah, gonna give myself.
Done what? Oh, guidance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second to find where the heck I got that.
Why did I look up BSM? Oh, it's stuff. It's fucking stuff related to my D&D search. It said VSM D&D, and I'm like, what the fuck does that have to...
Here we go. Persuasion, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, let's see. That's about right. And okay, that's a 13.
With a 13, one of the people there is kind of like, I mean, I can buy it off you if you're looking to sell it. I can pay a good, say, 200 gold.
Out of character, Guru, I know how much these are worth because I'm pretty sure I researched. Is he giving me a fair price?
Make an
Inside
insight
the
check.
bitch. Let's go. I'm gonna guide
I can
myself.
tell you right now, Ellie told you she got like 1,500 for 5 giant figures. So
I will not embarrass myself, and I will roll a straight check. Because I'm alright with insight. I'm okay! Not the best. Oh, no, that's worse. That's an 8. Although, would I get advantage? Because apparently I was informed how much someone got for
the
what
bone.
they sold.
I'm gonna say no, because your insight check isn't going to be getting advantage for trying to insight check this person.
That's fair.
This
Unless you have
person
an-
looks to be, I mean, he looks to be like a little bit like kind of like tired, but he's like, yeah, I mean, this is an honest price.
And she'd have a better idea of how much she could get for it, though, with that knowledge.
Wait,
Is
why
what
are you
I'm
telling her
asking.
anything? You're not there.
I'm telling her what she would know, and I'm asking is why. It's basically how you reminded us that we know about potions.
Potion.
Potion.
I will thank him, but I will hold off for now.
Okay.
I will hold on to this giant nail clipping, and perhaps it will come in handy.
Alright. You keep holding that then. Alright. So, you guys have managed to move around, get all your stuff together, and you guys can, if you are ready, you guys can begin making your way out and around. Also, Ellie still is waiting on your response, by the way. Unless Ellie just gave you the wand, was like,
Oh no,
You-
she's on her
you
shoulders
identified it.
while she identifies.
yeah, that's what I figured.
Let's just say this will help me lift things in the short term.
I don't quite understand.
You will.
She shakes her. Stop being coy!
I want it to be a surprise when I use it.
Fine. He's still not letting her down from shoulders.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know how to walk. This isn't a bad thing.
Look, she gets a free ride. I get weight training. You know, despite the fact she probably weighs like 110 pounds wet.
I guess Azar will be finishing up whatever he was playing around. Definitely come over and be like, "So, we ready to go?"
I think so. Oh god, wait, how tall is the ceiling?
Oh, we're inside.
Yeah, you're in the tavern room, which has a high enough ceiling for various people to not hit their heads against things like the chandelier, which is in the center
Okay,
of the
good.
room. Which you're kind of having to make sure you don't run Alasha into the chandelier.
Oh!
Map. We gotta get a map. We gotta get a map of Forfil.
Yes! My god. Can we get a map of Forfil and just a world map? Because fuck's
I'm
sake.
working on it. I've
Or-
been
no, 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 no.
tired.
No, Don, we need to
In-game,
buy
oh.
a map in game.
Oh, that's
We're
different.
not
Felt so
slapping
attacked.
you.
I did. I'm like, I swear. I swear I am working on it.
No, it's just been buying a map so we knew we were heading in the right direction.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can get
And
that.
get your shit together.
I'm trying.
All you have to do is have a healthy social life, work life, and be good at being friends with people at the same time. It's not that hard. Haha. Joke's on you. This is boomer logic. Haha.
Oh my god!
I mean, you're not wrong.
You should be stressed as a teenager. Oh, boomer logic, there it goes again.
Oh, geez. So, if you're looking to buy a map, it's not going to be super expensive.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
There's going to be two small problems, just so you're aware.
Yes.
2 problems. Okay.
They don't have a world map. They do have a map of the continent, which does have all the 4 countries I've discussed with you, including Mervale,
That'll
Forfil,
work.
Hellison, Dervalk.
Mhm,
All those are
mhm.
there. When they like offer it to you, they like when you're like, hey, can we get like just a world map? Just we can know the scope of things. They offer you 3 cases, and they're like, whichever one you feel speaks to you. And when you open them, they're roughly the same, but you can tell there's like differences where like there's a little bit more pushed in on certain areas. Essentially, there are 3 maps of the same continent, but there's slight differences that are enough to make you go, okay, is there actually 5 islands over here, or are there 7?
Hang on, are these
There's-
maps made by like separate countries that like put more emphasis on their country?
No, they're made by different map makers
Oh,
who
okay.
may have been to those areas. You can tell where like Mervale seems to be, of all 3 of them, the most filled out and defined, while the others seem to be a little bit more based around description, you would guess. These are people who have not actually taken the ability to go between these areas to actually get a full continent's map
This looks the
accurately
best
drawn.
made.
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh god.
I'll say you can all
Okay.
make these individually. No, you cannot give each other
Let's-
advantage on this.
Let's do it.
It's an 8.
Mm-hmm.
So just a straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
It's a 21.
21.
Thank God.
Of the 3 of them, you wouldn't be able to put your money on any of these as being incredibly accurate. A tidbit of knowledge that you do have is that there are 7 islands around Forfil. So you figure that map probably at least had that person actually putting in the effort to actually find out that there were 7 islands. So it might potentially be one of the more accurate ones, at least in terms of Forfil, for giving you an idea of where you're going.
I will get that map then.
Okay, it is 1 gold. It is
I will
just
purchase it.
1 gold per piece. If you do ask for a map of Forfil specifically, they kind of give you like this look of just like, we don't really have any of those. If you're able to go to Forfil and actually speak with someone there, they might have something like that. Presumably, most of those are not allowed over the border due to, well, people have long memories of wars and fights between nations and, well,
Did he just say dwarves?
wars.
Okay.
WARS, not. Well, dwarves have long memories too, and there are the coastal dwarves are actually they're actually very nice from what I've heard, but they're still dwarves and they still have long memories, and it's best not to. It's best not
Are you
to
nervous?
upset them. Well, more so, I'm embarrassed that I don't have more information to give you. I apologize. I do try and keep stocked up on information. I do my best,
I
I
asked
swear.
because you rambled.
Yeah, I do that. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
She will put her hands on this person's shoulders. You're fine. I was just asking so that I can figure out how to make you feel better. Rambling is okay, but you don't have to be nervous or upset.
You see her like stare at you for a second, and then there's like this soft.
Oh my god. The whimper of shame or a whimper of fear?
Shame.
I will hug this person.
Okay, you hug them, and they give you that slow, awkward pat.
Everything will be okay.
Just like, just kind of gives a nod. But that should be good for what you're looking for. I hope it serves you well.
Can I put 10 gold in their hand?
Are you buying something else? Do you need?
No.
But I can't accept this.
Why not?
You haven't purchased anything.
So?
I can't accept I can't accept money for nothing.
Why not?
That's generally considered bad business. Bless you, by the way.
Not really, if someone's trying to
that.
give it to you.
Not
What?
you. No, not you. My computer gives me doing the da-da-da-da. I'm like, stop it. Notifications
Not
are supposed
really,
to be
if
off during
someone's
this.
trying to give you the gold.
I mean, it still is. You see her like looking at you like with this existential crisis of.
Here, consider it this. I'm paying you for the information that you gave us. How about that?
Roll persuasion check.
Hold up. That's a 9, dude.
I really can't. It's not worth 10 gold. Barely worth
Any
10
information is
silver.
valuable to me. Okay, what else does she have in the shop?
It seems to be not a tourist area, but it's a general store.
Is there a plushie?
There is one. Looks to be of a. One of them is a very fluffy-looking sheep. One of them is of one of the. I believe I said the word alpaca.
Guru, you cut out for me, so it sounded like you said a flat sheep.
No, fluffy.
I'll pick those up. This work?
It's
keep-
not 10 gold worth if you're asking about that, but they're fairly simple to make. Really only about a gold between the two of them.
Take it. She is starry-eyed when she looks at Elisha.
Thank you. I made them myself. She just looks very proud of herself.
How good are you at sewing?
Decent.
How much would it cost if I commissioned you to make a quilt?
It depends on the complexity.
Nothing complex. Just a quilt.
Say 2 gold.
There, overcharge me. We're good. She will spin around and start walking. Come on, Elisha!
But when do you need
Have a
the
good
quilt
day.
by? When do you need the quilt by?
About a month. Excuse me, about 2 months.
What's your name?
Ellie!
I will tell them how to spell it as Ellie like power walks out of the room.
She writes it down and she puts it in an order for a quilt worth 10 gold.
I will follow her out.
Hold on. Make sure I remember this.
Don will remember this.
Alright, so with all that said, you've made preparations and you guys are able to head out.
Yes. These are extremely eager to get going.
I have balanced the alpaca on Elisha's head. Hey guys, look what I got! As she heads to the cart, she holds up.
Alright. Adorable. As expected.
Soft, fluffy.
What animal did you say it was again?
There's a sheep and an alpaca.
These are?
What?
You've seen alpaca around the town,
Yeah.
so like you know what that
so
is.
alpaca, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You've seen them.
And sheep are pretty common, like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. I guess Caesar will just be looking at. I'm over here like completely out of it.
You're fine.
I will put the sheep on Azar's snout.
He pauses for a moment and probably kind of like sneezes.
Are you allergic?
No.
Oh, that's a question. Get in the cart. Well, we assumedly wait for Pharaohs because I don't know if he's in the inn.
I was gonna say, where is he?
He probably shows. We'll say that for the sake of brevity, you're all showing up together.
Okay.
And with that, you guys begin making your way out of the city. And heading westward towards Forville. Along the way, you actually are going to see a place that two
See a
of you.
what?
What?
See a what?
I said along the way, you guys are actually going to technically be able to see something that two of you have seen before.
Oh.
Because as you were riding along, you'd actually be able to try and chart your path and whatnot. And because only two of you have been here since the beginning, Elisha and Ellie, you would know that the center point of the continent, with a range that goes basically into what essentially divides the countries into the countries that they are, is the Light Peak mountain range.
Ooh.
From way back in the early sessions.
Ready.
Granted, that does mean that there are a few different ways you can go. If you go in, I believe it was a bit more of a southward direction, you could go back through the path that you originally took to get there, which would take you through the thickbrush forest. There is another forest area that on the map is labeled as the Moonlit Forest, which is more still southward, but a little bit more northward than the thickbrush forest. And if you're going much more northward, almost closer to the border of Hellison, before going back southward towards where you actually go into Forfil, there is an area called the Zephyr Plains.
Other than the thick brush forest, do either of those sound familiar to me?
Roll a history check.
Shite. Shite. Shite.
Nope.
Do I know anything about it?
History check.
Okay. You
was
sounded
asking-
a little reluctant.
I was asking because for some reason Zephyr Plane sounds so familiar to me right now.
It's not reluctant so much as I'm trying to debate which information you would know if you get a good roll.
Well, that's pretty good. That's a 23.
23. Okay, which one were you wanting to know information of?
You said there were the Zephyr Plains and the
Moonlit Forest.
Moonlight Forest.
There's the Thickbrush Woods, the Moonlit Forest, and the Zephyr Plains.
I will take the Zephyr Plains.
The Zephyr Plains are a think of it kind of like almost like a Kansas area. They are a wide expanse of rolling hills and grassland, where they were originally called that because it was known for having very high winds that would cause for some in the old days elementals might show up, wind elementals that would supposedly, if people like in covered wagons, they would actually take the covers down and put it up like a sail, and the wind elementals would actually blow them and try and help push them on their way, essentially. Make it very easy for animals pulling the cart to just be like, move at a faster pace, if you will. Granted, sometimes they were mischievous and might blow you in the opposite direction, but just kind of, because they're elementals, they don't really have capacity for high intelligence. But if they're realizing, hey, we're going in this direction, they might be like, yeah, well, sure, and kind of gust of wind blow you through the area, essentially. Just kind of make it a breeze. But again, sometimes they would blow you in the opposite direction, and there have been a few incidences that are on record as, people were expecting the elementals to do one thing or another, and the elementals perceived something as being violent, and it ended up with the wagon and the people in it having, difficulties, and sometimes they just vanished.
Awesome.
Wow.
I'd say cart and all, but people would find, bits of cart scattered around eventually.
So I just want to make sure I got the last bit right. So additionally, there have been stories about how some wagon groups have been known to disappear entirely after trying to travel through the Zephyr Plains.
Correct. You did not mistakenly hear that. That is correct.
Do you share this information with the group?
If anyone asks.
I don't think
I mean,
anyone
wouldn't
would be
anyone-
asking anything.
Wouldn't anyone ask just like, which way should we go?
Yeah, if you ask, I point at the Zephyr Plains and I say,
Not that way.
What's
That
over
tells
that
me.
way?
That tells me a lie. That tells me a lie. She like hits her with the fucking stuffed alpaca.
Do you recall the large vortex of wind we drove through in order to get to Varus's mountain?
Yeah.
Imagine if there was a slightly smaller one, but slightly more common.
I don't like that.
That's why we don't go through there.
Oh, so we're not gonna go over there?
No. 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 No.
But if it's smaller, it's less dangerous, right?
No.
No, not really.
He kind of looks off in that direction, kind of like.
No.
But that sounds perfect.
She like turns his head like towards the other forest. No.
But
No.
do I... Can I roll for the Moon Sung Glade, did you call it?
The Moonlit Forest?
The Moonlit Forest? Can I roll for that?
Sure. I'll let Paris re-roll it as well.
Yay.
Alright. Come on, Paris.
Christ, I have like 80 fucking windows.
You got it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's an 18. Let's see. I got a 13 total.
13 total?
13 total.
Not as much.
Mhm.
This area is like, you're like, not really?
All of us?
No, for her.
Okay.
You've been through there before.
What?
You are a nomadic people.
That way.
You remember to be a simple enough adventure, but then again, you were also with a clan of people who, if anything, attempted to fuck with y'all, you were able to just kind of be like, okay, well, fuck back.
Well, fuck.
Fuck with us, we'll fuck back. Granted, that is an area that your Your father didn't seem to have as much worry about things. Your mother, on the other hand, was constantly being cautious. She tended to be more so when she knew more about the area. And when you were, a little younger, you asked about, if there was anything special that you had to be looking out for to, be helpful. Little kid wanted to help and such. She told you that this was an area that was close to ancient magic, and sometimes if the moon was out just right or the stars aligned just right, that magic would allow for people of another world to dance in the woods, which could lead people away and cause a lot of discontent, or not discontent, discourse and chaos. Sometimes even other dangers, but some of them were more playful tricksters who were just dangerous because they didn't understand humanoid limitations.
Huh. Oh.
So it's safe, just you don't know any of the signs that would tell you if anything like that might happen.
And if we go through the forest, I can lead us back out relatively safely.
There anything interesting in the forest?
Well, I went through there once with my tribe, and Mom mentioned it was safe, but apparently, if the moon, the way she described it, if the moon's out right, or the stars align, then sometimes people from another world could come out into the woods, and sometimes they would lead people away. And with your curious ass, they might actually end up leading you away, so I'm not sure how good of an idea that is.
He just kind of laughs, and he's like, "Oh, we can handle anything that comes up."
We could barely handle the... She stops and raises her eyebrows.
Well, I guess it's either that or the vortexes. He's grinning. He likes both options.
How much do you weigh again? I'm just curious.
Did I have to write it down?
And the two, actually, technically, out of character, Butters also knows about the thick brush forest, but in character, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put down, I guess, 300 pounds. But anyway.
Holy shit!
Hick.
You gotta hold it for 3 seconds.
He's a thick boy.
You are the first person that I cannot lift.
He's a big
Impressive. Most impressive.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh, are we on a cart, by the way?
Yes, you have been on a cart this time.
Okay.
The whole time, yes.
Bad level 8, take the brawny feet. Deadlift 500 pounds.
So, forest it is? He's still grinning.
Probably. Where was... Actually, Don, you said that I basically received letters on the regular from the tribe. So, or, excuse me, somewhat regular. Would I know the last place they were? Because I assume... You say they're nomadic, but it seems like they travel in a somewhat repetitive / set route, if that makes sense.
Somewhat.
So would I have an idea as to if they were coming close to this between the last time I heard from them, their location, and now? If that makes sense.
Hold on. Because it's only set based off of the person leading, so 1 second here.
To be fair, the person leading is someone that I know fucking intimately, so...
That's... Yep.
That laugh, oh my god.
You would have a guess that they might be heading near towards Moonlit Forest, but from the way that it sounded like they might actually be closer to the Zephyr Plains. You're not 100% sure because, generally speaking, you guys didn't go through the Zephyr Plains, which means that it might just be that they're off course a little bit. I mean, it's been a while. So long that you don't have any current recollection of it. Or at
Wait,
least
I have no recollection, or I have what you just told me as a recollection? I'm
into
very
the Zephyr Plains, Paris. You rolled a 1, remember?
Oh, you mean that I have like no recollection of the plains?
Yes. Essentially, it was so boring that you didn't have anything that stood out, unlike the forest where it was just like, hey, I remember that.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is they're probably closer to the plains than they are to the forest.
Yes.
So now Ellie's looking at the plains. Is that things in her head, kinda?
Elisha's hands are just covering her face.
You don't know what's in her head.
I don't, but now she's looking towards the place, and I'm like,
The plains, you say?
Yeah.
That is where the vortexes are, right?
Yep.
yeah.
So
He's
there
already
is
looking there.
there's a pro and con to the plains, Elisha.
Her internal monologue right now is,
You have what?
I have already almost died to a combination of wind and soil. I don't want it to happen again, but it's probably going to happen again.
So there is a pro and con in this scenario.
I'm listening.
The pro is that, vortex. Duh.
That's not.
Or excuse me,
that's-
con. I mixed
That's
those up.
not a pro.
I mixed those
What
up.
are you talking
I
about?
mixed those up. I meant con. I get confused with those words.
I'm
It can
back.
be a pro.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We
Well,
about to do something stupid.
the con is the vortexes in the plains. The pro is that we might end up running into my tribe, which means that there are at least over 3 or 4 dozen warriors to help us should anything come down on us.
So your tribe is there?
Potentially, that was where they seem closest to.
You
Oh, that
know
sounds fun.
what?
Wait,
It's
wait,
fine.
what's happening?
You guys are
So we're trying
traveling.
to figure out how to get to like Forfil, like what route we're gonna take, and it's either the thick brush forest, the moonlit forest, or the Zephyr Plains. I rolled well enough to know that the Zephyr Plains are like full of air elementals that have been known to like push covered wagons. Like
Sometimes for good, sometimes for bad.
yeah, sometimes malevolently, sometimes beneficially.
How far away from this is the town
Which town?
that we just
Where
left
we
from?
Each one of them is a little bit different. Zephyr Plains is the northernmost one. That one's maybe a week travel. It's one of
I'm
the.
just curious if I would know like literally anything
You
about.
roll a history check.
Excuse me.
Not near computer. Where's dice?
I like how it's just we trust each other enough to just be like, you know what? I'm not near my computer. Trust me to roll the dice.
While
Take
you're
a chance,
looking
roll the
better,
dice.
Yep, take a chance, roll the dice.
What I rolled for, well, let's see how you roll for all of these. I'll wait.
History.
Plus
That's
2.
gonna be a 15.
15. Okay. For the Zephyr Plains, you know similar information to Elisha in that it had. Granted, most of your stuff is from like books and such as that. It is considered to be a very beautiful place, and actually has several poems that are written in regards to them. Some people have the belief that it is a place that Lathander smiles upon because of the fact that there's like no trees to actually cover the land, so you can just literally go anywhere out there and lay out underneath his radiant grace.
It's just fucking full of sun. The Morning Lord's like, yeah, like
Wait, which place is
right
this?
here.
This is the Zephyr Plains.
Zephyr Plains?
Yeah, to the north. It
So,
is
yeah.
it is again known for elementals, generally air elementals because it is known as the Zephyr Plains. Whether they're malevolent or passive or beneficial, sometimes is based off of how you act. Sometimes it's just their mood. They're not usually considered intelligent enough to be able to make choices like that. It's just a matter of the whimsy of the day or the wind.
And you said how long would it be till we got there?
A week.
A week? How long have we left already, fully?
Yes, you have left.
Does anyone have any paints?
Any paint?
Paints, yes.
Sorry,
You do?
I don't.
No. He's looking at the Dragonborn.
Nah, sorry, buddy.
Oh, Or charcoal.
You can get that from fire.
Yes, charcoal. Does anyone know the language of primordial?
Nope.
Nope.
I raise my hand.
How? Okay, can you write on a piece of paper for me? We mean no harm, just passing through. Please let us by.
Was that a blaze?
Please, just please.
I will write it on a piece of paper what he has asked.
I will then take charcoal and write on either sides of the cart that phrase.
Wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
just.
Oh, how do you say have a nice day? Or how do you write have a nice day?
I will write that as well.
I'll also put that.
Okay.
Sometimes all you gotta do is be polite. Let's see.
I'm not gonna make you make a check or anything like that. It's just you write it on the cart. All right.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are wanting to go northward?
Seems like it.
So which way are we going through?
Sounds like the plains.
Plains it is?
I
Can
like
I
this
roll
reading.
something to know what air elementals like?
Sure.
That is an extremely weird question.
I understand. I'd say that would be. Do I say this is nature or arcana? I'm going to say nature. Because
There's no
these
chance that
these
I-
creatures exist. I'm going to say no for you because you rolled a
Okay.
1.
Is my bonus
Okay.
+2 for that as well?
For nature, yes.
Can I roll?
Wait, why would my
Oh.
history? Why would my history roll affect me knowing about elemental?
Because you haven't
Or
had any reason to look them up if you don't remember it.
She just said mentioned air elementals being there.
Yes, they were mentioned. Hold on. Go ahead, Butters. You said something.
18.
18. Not bad.
nice.
16 plus 2. That wasn't even the critical roll die either. That was just the basic one.
Nice.
Do I have the opportunity to roll this as well? Hello.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just squinting at
He's
y'all.
thinking.
Oh, all right.
Gosh dang it. Computer, stop that. Sorry, my computer keeps making noise, and I'm just like, go, stop that.
Fucking stop that, you Japanese schoolgirls laughing, giggling in the background. The both of you. Giggling like little schoolgirls in the background.
Don't mind us. Exactly. Cannot shame me.
Hand partially covering the mouth.
Oh please!
Clearly.
Why would I do that? That muffles the fucking sound of my glorious, ugly laughter.
Cause you're a child, cause you're a high school, like, Japanese schoolgirl, that's why.
I thought he was about to
Look.
say child, and I was gonna fucking like punch him straight up.
I'm not into lolly, I apologize.
Look, I lived in Japan for 7 years. I picked up some mannerisms, okay?
That's fine. That's fine, Bard. You're alright.
Oh my god.
Moving back to Butters.
Am I not allowed to roll?
Sure.
So.
So that's a natural 20.
Cool. They are. They're smart enough to understand language that they speak. If you're asking specifically about air elementals, they tend to like open areas where they can just kind of race across the ground, and they often look like a funneling cloud with a vague semblance of a face, which is kind of creepy in concept, especially with some of the art you've seen, Pharos. Definitely with some of the ones you've seen, and consider the fact you've seen some of them, face to face. That didn't exactly, help the mindset of it. You guys are personally aware of the fact that they can hit like a truck, and generally they are very much able to move around and throw things as they will, but they don't tend to do it with any maliciousness. They just kind of act, behaving much like the wind. They do as the wind blows, and if it happens to blow right over you in a beneficial way, it benefits you. If it's malicious, it's malicious. Calling it malicious is actually not the right word. It's just unfortunate, because malicious implies intent, and while they do have intent, oftentimes the maliciousness is actually just them doing something negative that, obviously is against you, which is not always intended as such. It just depends on the elemental.
So yes, I say this could work. If they attack, but I'm sure they are reasonable.
Ellie just falls at a loss.
What's your other idea?
I mean, I don't really have an right. Just gonna go. I'm just gonna see if I die. Maybe I
Guess I'll die.
I like that mindset.
We go find out.
Let me make sure that I'm gonna help Butters out and make sure he's back to full health.
I'm at my computer now. I just got back.
No worries.
I'll hug Alosta tightly.
Alright. So you guys are heading to the Zephyr Plains.
Shit, has this been a new day or
It's been
several
It's
days?
been a week.
It's going to be a week.
Alright, cool. So first of all, I gotta mark off those rations.
Yep.
So
7
that
days.
means I'm at 8 rations.
8.
Because I bought 10 more, so I had 15. Now it's been a week.
What instrument does
So we're going through the
Azar
week
play?
right now. A lute.
A lute?
And he'd be
Okay.
playing a lot. He does a lot of humming and singing while you guys are traveling.
Alright, Guru, I know what I'm working on next.
I gotcha.
Ellie's just reading.
I'm gonna make like a baby Bjorn, but for a lute.
Okay.
Basically just a sling that you can put the lute in that looks
Mhm.
fashionable.
I getcha.
Yep, Azar is also very upbeat about this whole thing. He probably cooks for you guys a lot.
He's got a
Let me
whole new
just-
thing of spices to work with.
Let me just roll a few of these.
If you wanted peace and quiet, you ain't having it, because if it's not singing...
There's 2
Hey!
days where he remembers
Yeah.
it.
2. It says 4. We do 3 more real quick.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Hey!
he's remembering it on the current day.
Yeah, okay.
The other 2 days, though,
Oh my
Carlos.
Carlos!
Carla,
Oh my god.
Wait, where's my list of the ones I put down?
I love the fact you have a
there's
list.
There's like Fargus and Favis and Fenris. There's a lot.
Do you mean Fargus, Farkle, and Felicia, the name of Shrek's children?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You will say anything. I mean, and
Oh,
when he's
yeah.
not singing or
Okay,
whatever,
cool.
probably going on about random fucking folk tales and stories.
How
and
much
shit.
water
He
does
doesn't
this
shut the
man
fuck up.
consume?
In order
Probably
to keep
has
his
to consume a lot.
throat parched, a significant bit.
Yeah, he just
Okay,
doesn't shut the
cool.
fuck up. I'm sorry, guys.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting here thinking, Ellie will probably just read it at night. She's not that smart. At this point, she might actually just have a blanket over her fucking head while she reads her fucking trash.
Oh.
Forrest would offer his. He brought an Afghan with him from home since it's gonna be cold.
She will happily take this.
Does it feel cold to me?
No,
I mean, to be
I
fair, you're
figured.
still in Mervale.
it's
Oh,
not
okay.
cold. She's just trying to hide what she's reading, and I figured that she wouldn't think like, oh, I could just read this at night. She would want to read because she's not fucking patient, and just put a blanket over her head.
The worst part about that is that you're putting a blanket over your head, and if you're covering up all of yourself,
Oh
you
yeah,
have
she's
no.
straining.
No,
There's no light from
yeah,
the sun.
there's no light.
Eventually, Forrest hands a coin underneath the blanket for you and casts a
With
light
light.
on it, then removes his hand.
So for an
Yeah.
hour, you'll
Sure.
have light.
You hear a very muffled thank you.
At some point, Azar will like notice and probably just lift up
What do
the
you mean
blanket.
at some point?
It'd
He's
probably take
not.
like 3 days.
Yeah,
but yeah.
He's not the
He'll just-
most.
He's doing his own shit.
Yeah.
The moment he lifts it, she kicks him.
What are you doing under there?
It's like a cat when you try and uncover the blanket.
Nothing.
He'll look at, I guess, Elisha, whoever's closest to him. What is she doing under there?
Nothing.
Grr, I'm keeping my eyes peeled.
For
I am watching the hell out of this horizon.
the
I'm watching,
horizon.
like the faintest gust of wind.
Make a perception
Oh,
check.
once we hit the planes, the blanket is off. Because now she's got to make
Yeah,
sure Law
you-
didn't have a breakdown.
You're reaching the plains by this point. So yes, that's what I'm saying. Perception check.
13 plus. That's a 19.
I'm so glad you rolled well, because I rolled a 5.
You're still thinking about that romance novel you've been reading. You're like, oh,
Oh, Eli, confess.
Oh my gosh.
maybe you will. Maybe.
I can't help but imagine she picked up. I can't help but imagine she picked up like a fucking. And only like 50 pages in did she realize, oh, it's 2 girls. Oh.
World.
Computer, come on.
Never. Everyone's computer is having like a mental break.
I've noticed.
My
I had to
computer's
restart my internet browser because it's being a dick.
My laptop's
So-
8 years old.
Jeez. I mean, to be fair, mine's a couple years old. I don't even remember how old this thing is. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a new one and get the. I'm actually planning on getting a Yeti microphone. Give myself that high quality dulcet tones.
Give us that ASMR D&D.
Make it so when I lean in close to the mic, you can actually hear the dulcet tones.
It's like these two in the car are like looking for these vortexes and just really fucking upset about it. And like Azar at this point has moved on to making up some random tune about looking at vortexes and being excited about it.
I'm looking at the wind. Gonna make me smile. Looking at the wind.
Forrest will be driving.
Okay. Someone's got to
Oh
drive,
yeah,
so yeah.
Azar will also offer to drive sometimes too.
I
don't know if
enjoy
he's any good
driving,
at
it's
it, but-
peaceful. Forrest just sits with the reins in his both hands. Will occasionally put it in one hand, take a sip of coffee, then put the reins in 2 hands. Oh yeah, no. Now you get to know him more. This man lives off of coffee.
He lives and breathes by the coffee. He's absolutely addicted to it.
Guys, 73 more hours.
Till what?
Till 69.
Oh my god.
Until I retire this damn account.
I think at one of these moments Azar would have just taken his cup and tried it.
The coffee?
The coffee, yeah. he
Just
looked at
steal
it.
the cup.
Actually, if you would, no, yeah, you try to touch the cup without asking him, you get a flick to the neck that probably that might like actually stun you. Yeah.
Make a con save.
Yes.
Did you
This
think this
don't
was a good
strikes
idea?
you.
Make a con save.
Can you do it for me? My laptop had to restart, so.
Laptop
Really?
being a pain.
Purely
Yeah.
based on instinct. Just flick.
I just imagine you like
17.
like, oh shit, sorry.
17.
You do
Yeah,
save, I
He
believe.
succeeds it. You
Yeah.
still get flicked.
So you're like, that felt weird, tingly.
He doesn't like it when people touch his coffee without asking.
No, the
Wait,
coffee's fine. It's just the
I know
cup.
what coffee is, right?
Oh, yeah, you know the coffee is, yes.
Okay.
I imagine you're saying that in character, like, wait, I know what coffee is, right? And then you're thinking about it, like, okay, yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's coffee.
Fucking
Would you
God.
like
I was just
a
curious.
sip of coffee?
Oh, no, I don't like coffee.
Oh my actual Christ!
What do you wait? What do you say?
He said, no, I don't like coffee.
Hmm.
Why'd you reach for it?
I want to know what it was.
You could have just asked.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just
Alright,
like
this-
realizes he could have just asked, kind of slowly
This is
shrugs.
This is Ellie's punishment method now. She bonks him with the stuffed animal.
Wonderful.
He kind of laughs.
As all this is going on, Elisha.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
keep-
thought that was a previous day.
Oh no, I'm gonna say that this is the current day.
Oh, then if we were in the plains, you wouldn't have used the key. Yeah, he would have just flicked.
Yeah,
Because I wouldn't have done that if I was on the fucking plains.
yeah. I guess as much, but I was just doing that to see if you had flicked him on a different day and seen if sorry, her being Taru, him being the character.
Hey!
Not in our ears, please.
Teaser.
Don't
With
worry,
your
Caesar,
19,
it's fine.
Looking around, it's nice. It's actually a very beautiful sunny day. Only a few clouds in the sky. It's like you're like, okay, this doesn't have the feeling of a storm to it. I can relax just a little bit, but I'm going to keep my eyes open because I don't trust it.
I don't trust that way anymore.
Yeah. And as you're looking around, the area is very open, you find, and it's very nice. But granted, there is like a rolling hill feel to certain areas, a mixture between grasslands and hills. It's not fully one or the other; it's a mixture. And as you guys are like getting, to the crest of one hill, and you're just kind of looking around, you notice off in the distance a small bit of smoke and some humanoid figures that you can kind of see off in the distance. And as you're looking at them for a moment, you're thinking to yourself, something's weird about that. Because they look about the size of, like, if you were, say, 150, 300 feet from them,
Yeah.
but they're much further away.
Oh shit, they big, ain't they?
Big people!
Do I notice this?
Roll a perception check. Or do you need me to? Is your computer still
yeah.
doing the restart?
It's almost there. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have
please.
physical dice?
Over there somewhere.
It's in
do you-
Caesar
do you
territory.
want me
Just
to-
imagine. Yeah, true. It's in Caesar's territory. Not much you can do.
Yeah, no. I'll roll
Wait.
for you. Huh? Waiting.
Wait.
Do 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 da da da
Yeah. Okay.
da
Okay.
da.
It's loading back up. Hold on.
I'm holding. Da 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 da. Ba ba da ba
Finally have the
ba da
one
ba da
sentence.
da da da.
Look, boss, a spaceship!
Where?
It's getting there. Come on. Okay, you said perception, right?
Yes.
I don't even know if he's good at that. I'm gonna
He
say
is.
a big no, but he is. Okay.
He's proficient.
Oh, cool. Sweet. I'm not sure how I got that, but okay.
You
I
got
think I
it.
understand how, but
I love the confusion.
I'm sorry. Okay. Perception.
Yes.
There we. Oh yeah.
Nope. You are just as lost as Ellie.
I am still distracted talking about whatever the fuck.
You're singing about, there's gonna be some gales and we will regale them.
Basically, stupid shit. He's not very good at the lyrics.
And Faros is driving. He can make a perception check if he wants.
Hmm?
That's up to you. If you want to roll a perception check, you can. Otherwise, Elisha is the one who sees this.
Whom? Me?
You,
Yeah.
if you want.
Whom, Sidhu? Alright. With this app.
You're driving. You're focusing on the driving. You're making sure you don't crash.
In a fucking field.
Exactly. That would be embarrassing.
Am I slowly getting proficiency in land vehicles?
Slowly. But yes, that is what you notice, Elisha.
Well, I have good news and I have bad.
What's the
Speak up a
bad
little
news?
bit.
You should ask me about the good news first.
I don't. What? Oh, okay. What's the good news?
I don't see any large gusts of wind.
I feel like the bad news is gonna heavily outweigh the good news.
He's our pal Tulu.
I do see
He cut out.
vaguely humanoid figures off in the distance. However, they are much larger than they should be if they were regular humans.
Yay!
Azor
What is
looks
wrong
around
with
for
that?
it.
We
Giant.
have dealt with giants before, and it was not fun.
So we shouldn't go talk to them?
No!
Well, remember the last time we ran into large creatures? I mean,
That
I've been
was a
friendly.
very special situation.
actually, it was 3 situations. Excuse me, 2.
Yes, two very distinct, very different, but very special situations.
Can you make out what they are exactly?
I don't know. You're kind of like all there.
Intelligence check.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Just because the distance doesn't give you a detailed exact forms.
That's fair. That's a 14. 15. Excuse me.
15? You'd guess, just kind of based off of like the way that they're moving and such like that, they're soft.
All right. Sure, boss.
Hold on. As in, they've got a bit of weight to them.
I got some heft.
Heft, yeah.
No, Taru,
Not
we're not
fuzzy.
anymore.
You're not in. Listen, this isn't Roven where you're in the mountains yet. If you want to go to an ice area and see a Yeti, I can arrange that, but you guys have to actually go to the cold areas to find them.
Let's not say we did.
You say
That's
that, but
actually slightly more believable.
We're not here to force you.
That's the same thing.
to be fair, these people definitely have big feet. You've most likely going to put together the idea that these might be hill giants.
I don't like that. No.
Now that she brought it to our attention, can I see it anywhere? He's looking.
When it's pointed out to you, yes. You have to kind of point it to it, like, there. And then you're like, oh, now I see it.
Yeah, he's staring intently at it.
The other one, Paris.
Both are applicable.
I should smite you both with paladin, vigor, vim, and destruction.
I was
haven't
genuinely
done
asking
anything.
a question.
I have done nothing. I have done nothing, Lebowski. I've done nothing.
I think they might be of the same variety as the ones we encountered
Oh,
outside of the
profit!
city.
Fucking sword.
What is happening?
We fought a tribe of hill giants outside of the
Yes,
town.
that's fine and all, but I'm talking about with her.
She wants to chop off their fingers to sell
I mean, if they're aggressive.
again, because she
Forrest.
got money from them.
Forrest just looks over to you, Ellie.
You've seen her pull the fingers off. Excuse me, you've seen her with the fingers before. If they're aggressive and we have to attack them, yeah, I'm gonna take something.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna look at you.
What language do giants speak?
Giant.
Giant.
Oh,
Holy crap.
Something I think you
Please,
know.
please let that be in character.
Oh, that was a
That
good
was
one.
completely in
Let
character.
that all have been.
That was no, it was a character. She was using the voice.
It was.
He doesn't know.
I love.
Yeah, he
I think
wouldn't
it was
know.
made even better by the fact that the two people talking to each other just stopped the entire conversation to look and reply at the same time.
Guru, do they see us? Are they coming closer?
I was gonna say when you pointed them out, Forrest was gonna start waving at them, being.
They are now.
My god.
It's just like you point them out. You're like, okay, just in case we need to. Oh, Ferris, no.
You guys know Giant?
Faris, I'm gonna put you in a fucking headlock.
You gotta
I'm
understand.
gonna die if I do it, but
You
I'm
gotta
gonna do it.
understand.
Mhm.
How you started that sentence was, I see some humanoid-like creatures.
Mhm.
Immediately as you said that, he started waving towards
Yeah.
where you were pointing it out at.
And
Oh,
then
no.
then you explained further,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Then you
oh.
explained further. We just kept waving.
He's like, oh, you know what? I'm already in the motion. I guess I gotta continue it now. Looking over towards where they are, you see one of the figures slump backwards onto the ground, just like seems to be staring up at the sky. One of them appears to be just kind of looking around, looking up at the sky, looking down at the ground, kicking at it. One of them does appear
just doing giant things.
just doing giant things. One of them does appear to be keeping more of a vigilant watch. Let me actually see if he would actually have the wisdom stat to be able to see you guys at all. They are not very smart. And not very wise, but they are skilled in perception.
Why? Why are they skilled in perception, dude?
Right.
Why indeed. And
Then kill giants might not be.
wait, what? Huh?
So Butters.
You mumbled that at the end.
Nothing.
You think kill giants might what?
Nothing.
DM it to me.
No.
Gosh dang it.
It's just genuinely not that important.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I said I think hill giants are like already in like proficient in perception. Like that's not something you added.
No, that is literally something from the book.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep. But yeah, that one who's actually paying attention, he kind of slowly like stands up, like he's like covers his eyes with his hand, staring over, and you see like lift up a hand and point towards you guys. He sees you.
Faris, move the car
Yes?
faster, please.
They might be friendly.
No,
He
Faris,
reaches
The
down
only thing they want is to eat us.
and he picks up a. From the way that it can be described, it looks like he has a poorly shaved tree
That doesn't look friendly.
Faster, please.
that he raises above his head, and you see as he does that, you can't see or like hear exactly what is being said, but there's like this kind of this shouting that you can vaguely hear, and you see that from behind him a few other hill giants roll up. There's probably about 6 in total.
That is not friendly at all. Forest, please.
You don't know that, but I guess I will start going a little faster.
Hill
God.
giants want to eat humanoids.
And that will be where
That
we'll end the
is a
session.
very awful stereotype.
That's not a stereotype. That is literally something I have experienced.
He's, by the way, Guru, just for
Yeah.
clarification, they can go 60. He's going like a solid 40.
Mhm.
Like,
He's just like, okay, I'm gonna just pick up the pace a little bit, just tut, 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 tut. Don't want to wear the horses out. The horses, the horses doing, actually, horse or mule, horse, yeah,
It's a horde.
yeah. Just I don't want to wear it out. But
Okay, so immediately I'm pushing Alasha closer to
Right.
Faros and taking up the back so I can take a swing if they do it.
we're in the session there, so we'll worry about positioning and all that fun stuff next time.
Can I ask one question?
You may ask a question. Yes.
Giants in like stories and shit that Azar's heard, they're generally bad guys, right?
From where you're from, yes. Granted, there are some who are actually sought out for wisdom, but they are very specific mountainous dwellers. Just not the ones of the north. The northern mountainous dwellers tend to be violent.
Okay, so he'll traditionally think of them as bad guys mostly. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have a good reputation, and they don't exactly stop the perpetuation of the stereotype. Actually,
Got
one other thing that might be fun. Roll me a history check for you.
Ooh.
And Pharos.
Oh, why do I have to history check?
Yes.
After this history check, I'm going to give you one other piece of knowledge because you know this. Exactly, yeah. Your history check, yeah, you think of them as bad guys. This is just completely like, yep, nope, this is fine. Pharos, hill giants aren't native to this area.
No, Steve.
I was wondering about
Nomads.
that.
No, they're nomads and such, but they don't tend to linger around Mervale or places like that. This is weird.
Probably just forced out of their land by elemental.
And we'll figure out potentially more things and other such next time. Or, we'll have a chase scene or a fight scene. We'll see what happens.
Love your
We'll
chase
do it live!
scenes for this campaign. I love your chase scenes for this campaign.
You guys are so much fun at getting chased, though. Or, charging into battle with Bumble,
Mars could outrun these giants.
For a while, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Sounds fun.
They would probably
Just
throw
in
in stuff at
general.
him, but, he's a fast boy. He's a monk. Monks are fast. I think actually the two barbarians could outrun him, too, but Elisha would need to,
Piggyback.
I'm fine, Guru. I'm really fine.
I mean, you'd probably have to either cast spells or start singing.
Guru, I just want to cast
I'm
Fireball
more
already.
fine than that. I have exactly one spell that I need to cast, and honestly, I might be able to outrun Pharos.
Is it what I think it is?
Is it Expeditious Retreat? What you're thinking?
Yep.
Because it is.
Just you going,
Guess what? I'm out.
No.
Bye.
Depends. What's your normal movement speed?
Depends on whether or not I'm blade singing. If it's blade singing, it's 40. If it's not,
If you're
singing,
blade
it's 30.
singing, you might be able to catch up eventually.
I gotta.
Because if he was triple dashing, he would still outrun.
for 6 rounds, which is still a good 36 seconds.
Yeah.
I did that math in my head real fast. Yeah.
6 times 6 is 36.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was proud of myself. I did that really fast. My mind was just like 36. I'm like, roll with it.
True,
Yeah.
it's basic math. I hope you could do it really fast. No, like, let's not be
Hey,
a dick about it.
there have been times when doing simple math makes me kind of go, hold on, because like doing like adding up dice rolls and such like that. There'll be times when I have to take a moment to be like, that plus that plus that. Oh gosh,
I'm
dang.
also the type of guy to do physics for D&Ds.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting to see if you actually find out the physics of whether or not gust of wind could push you up off
It
the ground.
100%
As
could.
Hmm?
It 100% could.
Oh yeah, I
I've
just want to know
actually-
the actual
I've looked into it a bit. I
Yeah.
don't know exactly the MPH, which because there's no like confirmed
actual confirmed, of course.
speed,
Hmm.
but from what I understand, it 100% could. Like
So you're saying
Because-
that as a small creature, not as a medium creature, but a small creature, you could potentially use gust of wind to quote unquote fly.
yeah,
He could Tony Stark himself for a while.
I mean, it lasts for what, a minute? It's less than a fly spell. I don't see why it would be, a bad thing to do or anything like that. It would definitely be,
oh,
bless you,
yeah.
interesting. But that's in a different campaign. And if you guys are wanting to actually watch that, we do record those as well. That is from yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Sorry, it's been a day. I'm tired. I've been working at my new job, and I'm sore as heck, and I love every second of it because I'm earning money! Which means that I'll be able to, potentially buy a new computer, buy that microphone, get myself set up so that this actually sounds professional. Maybe, eventually, possibly next year. I don't know. But, then again, we're WhatTeamComp. We don't care about the composition of our teams and hope that the quality of our recordings are, at the very least, good enough for our viewers to know that we're just trying to have a good time. We're trying not to get stressed and worry about money and getting stuff. We just want you guys to know that we're goofing off. We're having a good time. We're building characters, having character development, fighting some shit in the middle of nowhere, going, why in the hell is this here? I get to have fun telling the story. They get to have fun interacting with the story.
Hey.
You get to have fun interacting with us if you actually
Hey,
comment on
Guru.
our stuff. Yes.
We're now tied for the amount of PCs we've killed as in your games. We've both killed 1 PC. Let's see who gets to 2 quicker, big boy.
Oh, don't tempt me.
I've got Gyrus, you've got Z. Let's see what happens next.
To be fair, though, those were both in the Tuesday campaign.
Yes.
Ironic. And that being said, if you want to know more about that, spoilers. But yeah, we have that posted to the channel as well. We hope you guys have enjoyed this, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Boy.